The Chancellor, George Osborne, has said he will go ahead with the withdrawal of child benefit from higher rate taxpayers. But he says there may be changes to the details. His comments came after the Prime Minister admitted there is a potential cliff edge point at which the benefit is removed from families. Well, our political correspondent Michael Crick is in Westminster. So what's this all about?
Well, you'll recall, Christian, at the Conservative conference 15 months ago, amid huge controversy, George Osborne announced this policy of withdrawing child benefit from higher rate taxpayers from January of next year. That's less than 12 months from now. And we've still not had the details of how the government plans to do this and how it plans to deal with a whole range of problems that have been identified with it. Among them, as you say, the cliff edge. Now, what that is that at £42,500, when you move into paying a higher rate of tax, suddenly you'll no longer get child benefits. So, in other words, it'll be worthwhile for actually some people to earn slightly less than £42,500, almost to ask their employers for a pay cut. Now, David Cameron's been making it clear that ministers plan to to smooth over the rough edges of this policy, perhaps in time for the budget. But George Osborne was making it clear in an interview today that the policy itself, the basic policy, still stands.
We will be removing child benefit from higher rate taxpayers. We haven't set out how we're going to implement that, and we're going to do that in the next few months. But the principle that it's not fair to ask someone who's earning, say, £20,000 or £25,000 to pay for someone who's on £80,000 or £100,000 to get child benefit is one I think that's very important.
Well, what are the options? Because they always said means testing was too expensive.
Well, one option that they may bring in is some kind of taper, whereby once you get into the upper rate tax bracket, that the child benefit is gradually withdrawn according to the level of your income. The trouble with that is it's administratively complicated, and also it'll reduce the overall take that George Osborne will get from this policy. The Treasury is hoping it'll save £2.4 billion from this policy. The other thing the government don't want to do is they don't want to alienate women voters, and child benefit, of course, is directed towards women.
Michael Crick.